What's up, guys? So in this video, we are going to run through almost every single job role that exists in tech industry. Let's start with UI UX designers. UI UX designers create user interfaces and experiences that are visually appealing and easy to use. Latest trends: increased focus on accessibility and inclusive design, growing use of AI for personalized user experiences, emphasis on dark mode and minimalist designs, tools to learn: Figma, Adobe XD, Sketch, and prototyping tools like InVision. Mobile app developers, what they do: mobile app developers create applications for smartphones and tablets, focusing on user experiences and performance. Latest trends: increased use of cross-platform frameworks like Flutter and React Native, growing demand for 5G-enabled applications, focus on app security and privacy. Tools to learn: Swift for iOS, Kotlin for Android, Flutter, and React Native. Full stack developer, what they do: full stack developers work on both front-end and back-end development, creating end-to-end applications. Latest trends: increased use of JavaScript frameworks like React and Node.js, growing demand for serverless architectures, focus on progressive web applications. Tools to learn: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Node.js, and databases like MongoDB. Next, we have AR, VR developers. What they do: they create immersive experiences using augmented and virtual reality technologies. Latest trends: increased use of AR and VR in training and education, growing demand for metaverse development, focus on haptic feedback and gesture recognition. Tools to learn: Unity, Unreal Engine, ARKit, ARCore, and VR platforms like Oculus SDK. Game developer, what they do: game developers design and build video games, working on graphics, gameplay, and user experience. Latest trends: increased use of game engines like Unreal Engine 5 for photorealistic graphics, growing demand for cross-platform game development, focus on virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, in gaming. Tools to learn: Unity, Unreal Engine, C Sharp, and 3D modeling tools like Blender. Then we come to embedded systems developer. What they do: embedded systems developers designs and programs software for hardware devices, such as microcontrollers and sensors. Latest trends: increased use of AI in embedded systems, example smart cameras, growing demand for real-time operating systems, RTOS, focus on energy-efficient designs for IoT devices. Tools to learn: C, C++, Arduino, Raspberry Pi, and RTOS platforms like FreeRTOS. I need to research on this one. IoT developer. What they do: IoT developers create applications and systems for connected devices, enabling communication and data exchange. Increased focus on edge computing for faster data processing. Growing use of 5G networks for IoT connectivity. Emphasis on IoT security to protect connected devices. Tools to learn: IoT platforms like AWS IoT Core and Google Cloud IoT. Programming languages like Python and C++. Next up is database developer. What they do: database developers design, implement, and optimize databases to ensure efficient data storage and retrieval. Latest trends: adoption of NoSQL databases for unstructured data, increased use of cloud-native databases like AWS RDS and Azure Cosmos DB. Focus on database performance tuning. Tools to learn: SQL, MongoDB, PostgreSQL, and database management tools like MySQL Workbench. Data engineer. What they do, data engineers build and maintain data pipelines, ensuring data is collected, stored, and processed efficiently for analysis. Increased use of cloud-based data warehouses like Snowflake and BigQuery. Growing demand for real-time data processing tools like Apache and Kafka. Focus on data governance and compliance. Tools to learn: Apache Spark, Hadoop, SQL, and cloud platforms like AWS and Azure. Automation engineers, what they do. Automation engineers design and implement automated systems to improve efficiency and reduce manual intervention in processes. Latest trends: increased use of robotic process automation tools, growing adoption of AI-driven automation for complex tasks, focus on industrial automation in manufacturing and logistics. Tools to learn: RPA tools like UiPath, Automation Anywhere, and Blue Prism. Scripting languages like Python and PowerShell. Then we have data scientists. What they do, data scientists analyze complex data sets to uncover insights and build predictive models. Latest trends: increased use of AutoML tools for faster model development, growing demand for AI ethics and bias mitigation, focus on real-time data processing. Tools to learn: Python, R, TensorFlow, and Tableau. All right. And next up is IT auditor. What they do, IT auditors evaluate IT infrastructure for compliance and risk, ensuring systems meet regulatory standards. Latest trends: increased focus on cybersecurity audits, growing demand for cloud compliance expertise, emphasis on data privacy regulations like GDPR. Tools to learn: audit tools like ACL and IDEA and frameworks like COBIT. Next up at number 23, blockchain developers. Blockchain developers build decentralized applications and smart contracts working with platforms like Ethereum and Hyperledger. Latest trends: increased focus on DeFi, decentralized finance applications, growing use of NFTs, non-fungible tokens, emphasis on scalability solutions like Layer 2 protocols. Tools to learn: Solidity, Ethereum, Hyperledger, and Truffle. AI specialist. What they do, AI specialists create intelligent systems using machine learning, natural language processing, and other AI technologies. Latest trends: increased use of generative AI models like ChatGPT and DALL-E, growing demand for AI ethics and explainability, focus on AI-powered automation across industries. Tools to learn: Python, TensorFlow, PyTorch, OpenAI APIs, Gemini, etc. IT director. IT directors oversee IT strategies, budgets, and teams, aligning technology initiatives with organizational goals. Latest trends: increased focus on digital transformation and leadership, growing demand for cybersecurity governance expertise, emphasis on sustainability in IT operations. Tools to learn: IT governance frameworks like COBIT and ITIL. Network engineer. What they do, network engineers design and maintain networks that connect organizational devices, ensuring reliable and secure communication, of course. Latest trends: adoption of 5G and Wi-Fi 6 technologies, increased focus on network virtualization, growing use of AI for network optimization. Tools to learn: Cisco iOS, Cisco iOS, Juniper Networks, and network simulation tools like GNS3. Next up, we have IT trainers. What they do, IT trainers teach staff to use technology effectively, developing training programs and conducting workshops. Latest trends: increased use of e-learning platforms and virtual training tools, growing demand for cybersecurity awareness training, focus on gamification in training programs. Tools to learn: learning management systems like Moodle and Talent LMS. System architect. What they do? System architects design scalable and secure IT system structures, creating blueprints for complex systems. Latest trends: increased focus on edge computing architectures, growing use of microservices and serverless designs, emphasis on sustainability in system design. Tools to learn: UML modeling tools, AWS well-architectured framework, and Terraform. QA engineers. What they do? QA engineers test software to identify bugs and ensure quality before release, creating test cases and automating testing processes. Latest trends: increased use of AI for test automation, growing focus on continuous testing in CI/CD pipelines, emphasis on shift left testing to catch issues earlier in development. Tools to learn: Selenium, JUnit, TestNG, and Postman. Business analyst. What they do? Business analysts align IT solutions with business needs, gathering requirements and recommending solutions to improve operations. Latest trends: increased use of data-driven decision-making tools, growing demand for process automation expertise, focus on customer experience optimization. Tools to learn: SQL, Tableau, Power BI, and process modeling tools like Lucidchart. IT consultants. What they do? IT consultants advise organizations on optimizing their IT systems and processes, recommending improvements to enhance efficiency and security. Latest trends: increased focus on digital transformation strategies, growing demand for cloud migration expertise, emphasis on sustainability in IT infrastructure. Tools to learn: ITIL frameworks, cloud platforms, AWS, Azure, and data analytics tools. Then we have IT project managers. What they do? IT project managers plan and coordinate IT projects from start to finish, managing timelines, budgets, and teams. Latest trends: increased use of agile and scrum methodologies, growing focus on remote team management tools, adoption of AI in project risk management assessment. Tools to learn: Jira, Trello, Asana, and Microsoft Project. Next up, DevOps engineers. What they do? DevOps engineers automate software development and deployment pipelines, enabling faster and more reliable releases. Latest trends: increased use of GitOps for managing infrastructure as code, focus on observability to monitor and troubleshoot systems, growing adoption of DevSecOps to integrate security into DevOps. Tools to learn: Jenkins, GitLab CI/CD, Docker, Kubernetes, and Prometheus. Cloud engineer. What they do? Cloud engineers design, manage, and optimize cloud-based systems on platforms like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. Latest trend: adoption of multi-cloud strategies for flexibility, increased focus on serverless computing, growing use of Kubernetes for container orchestration. Tools to learn: AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Terraform, Kubernetes, Docker. Data analyst. Data analysts interpret data to provide actionable insights for businesses using statistical tools and visualization techniques. Latest trends: increased use of AI-driven analytical tools, growing demand for real-time data analysis, focus on data storytelling for better decision-making. Tools to learn: Python, R, Tableau, Power BI, and SQL. Excuse me. Database administrator, DBA. DBAs oversee database performance, security, and backups, ensuring data is stored efficiently and is accessible when needed. Adoption of cloud-native databases like AWS RDS and Azure SQL. increased use of SQL database for unstructured data, no SQL databases for unstructured data. Focus on database automation for scaling. Tools to learn: SQL, MongoDB, PostgreSQL, and AWS RDS. Next up, web developers. What they do: web developers create and maintain websites and web applications, working on both front-end user interfaces and back-end server-side development. Latest trends include increased use of Jamstack architecture for faster web performance, growing demand for progressive web applications, focus on accessibility and inclusive designs. Tools to learn: front-end HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. Backend Node.js, Django, and Ruby on Rails. Software developer. What they do: software developers design, build, and maintain applications, writing code and collaborating with teams to create software solutions. Latest trends: rise of low-code, no-code platforms for faster development, increase of AI, ML in software development, example GitHub Copilot, growing demand for cross-platform frameworks. Tools to learn: programming languages like Python, JavaScript, Java, Go, frameworks, React, Angular, Flutter. Next up, we have cybersecurity analysts. What they do: cybersecurity analysts protect organizations from cyber attacks by monitoring network traffic, identity thefts, and responding to incidents. Latest trends: increased use of SOAR, security orchestration, automation, and response tools. Focus on ransomware prevention and response. Growing importance of threat hunting with SOC teams. Tools to learn: CM tools like Splunk and IBM QRadar. SOAR platforms like Palo Alto Cortex XSOAR. System admin. What they do: system admins maintain servers and operating systems, ensuring optimal performance and uptime. Latest trends: growing use of containerization, example Docker, Kubernetes, for application deployment. Increase focused on automation using tools like Ansible and Puppet. Migration to Linux-based systems for cost efficiency. Tools to learn: Linux, command line, Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible. Security architect. Security architects design and implement robust security frameworks for IT infrastructures, ensuring compliance with industry standards. Latest trends: designing zero trust architectures, increased focus on DevSecOps to increase security into DevOps pipeline, adoption of quantum resistant encryption for future proofing. Tools to learn: security frameworks like NIST and ISO 27001. Tools like HashiCorp, Vault, and Terraform for secure infrastructure as code. And then we have threat hunters. Threat hunters proactively search for hidden or emerging cyber threats within a network, analyzing patterns and neutralizing risk, of course. Use of threat intelligence platforms to gather real-time data on emerging threats. Integration of machine learning to detect advanced persistent threats. Focus on hunting in cloud environments. Tools to learn: SIEM tools like Splunk and Elasticstack. Threat intelligence platforms like Recorded Future and Threat Connect. And then we come to network administrator. Network administrators manage and secure an organization's computer networks, ensuring reliable connectivity and performance. Latest trends: adoption of SD-WAN, software-defined wide area network, for better network management. Increased focus on zero trust security models. Growing use of network automation tools. Tools to learn: Cisco IOS, Wireshark, PRTG Network Monitor, and Ansible for automation. IT support specialist. What they do: IT support specialists troubleshoot hardware and software issues, ensuring systems run smoothly. They assist users with technical problems and maintain IT infrastructure. Latest trends: rise of remote support tools due to hybrid work environments, increased use of AI chatbot for tier 1 support, focus on proactive monitoring to support issues before they occur, tools to learn, remote support tools like TeamViewer and AnyDesk, IT service management tools like ServiceNow and Zendesk. And last but not the least, ethical hacker or penetration tester. What they do: ethical hackers identify and fix security vulnerabilities before malicious actors can exploit them. They stimulate attacks to uncover weaknesses and recommend solutions. Increased focus on cloud security as more organizations migrate to the cloud. Growing use of AI-driven penetration testing tools to automate vulnerability detection. Emphasis on red teaming exercises to stimulate real-world attacks. Tools to learn: Burp Suite, Metasploit, Nmap, Wireshark, and OWASP. Cloud-specific tools like AWS Inspector and Azure Security Center. Okay, guys. So that's probably about it. Do let me know in comments if you are doing one of those or if you are planning to do one of those, right? Cheers.